Hey guys, what's up? It's time for another Thursday night Twilight video, and look at this thing. Oh my gosh, this is Hank. Hank has brought out the big guns. Check that beast out. That's an old Specialized tri-spoke wheel, and he hand painted it. That looks like something Captain America would sling and, I don't know, kill a bad guy. That's awesome. So this Thursday night ride is a drop group ride, and specifically we're trying to drop each other. So it's kind of a crit, but it's really too long to be a crit. It kind of, I mean, which should be in my favor because it's pretty flat and there's not a lot of turns, which turns definitely make, more turns means harder racing for sure, harder riding for sure. And so we had 8 riders. 8 riders is a great number for this event, for this ride. It was just enough where, had some time. You didn't have to react quite as fast, if you didn't want to. I really wanted to see somebody go off the front early, like really early, and then get some distance, and the rest of us could work together. I thought that'd be a little bit more fun if, instead of trying to drop it's fun to drop each other too. But my goal is not to get dropped. I mean, I have, of the 8 riders, my watts per kilogram is by far the lowest. I think there was 2 guys here older than me, which I don't think age is that big of a deal, and I mean it definitely helps to get your heart rate up and stuff, and those young guys, they have an advantage, but for the most part every rider here is stronger than me. I would say that my power is higher than maybe just 1 or 2 of these guys if I'm lucky, but my weight is so much higher than everybody else's, so that means that hills are going to hurt me more, and coming out of corners and accelerating and stuff. So nobody wanted to attack, and Big Dog AWOL, the guy on the left there that's moving to the front in the white jersey, he's a young guy, strong, enthusiastic rider, and he didn't really attack here. He just kind of upped the pace and just kind of brought it up fast in a nice and very, very manageable way. And it hit me hard right from the start. I mean, I have not been feeling good. I've been sick. I've not really felt like riding hard, and I just haven't had it in me. And so I thought, well, I'm not going to get dropped here on the first lap. But I definitely just kind of, I didn't want to hit it too hard right from the fast. I don't know what my power is. I don't have a power meter right now, but I know it's pretty easy to overreact in these kind of situations, and my goal was to just not be on the front. I didn't want to get on the front. I wanted to stay behind riders as much as possible and just see how long I could stay in this. So this is our first trip up Power Builder Hill. It's the biggest hill on the course. It's 36 feet, and Nico here decides, you can kind of see the little hill there in the distance, and boom, look at that, he decides to attack. And that was a pretty strong attack, and I believe that's Hank. I don't know if that's Adam. No, I believe that's Scrow. Adam Scrow up front had to respond to that attack. And honestly, I really wish we just let him go. Nico, spoiler alert, he's going to win the race anyway. And I wish we'd let him go, because it'd been real interesting to see if he could actually have, won the race, race the 15 miles by himself. I kind of think he almost could. I think he almost, I don't know though, I think he might kind of burn out. But yeah, so that's Scrow in the front who pulled it back, and that was my fastest time up Power Builder Hill. And look at that, boom, just in counter attacks. And I remember right there saying, now that's a counter attack. And nobody really, there wasn't a rush to respond to this. And this could have been a great attack. I mean, I thought he had a lot of separation there, but Big Dog AWOL, and I don't know, it looked like a lot of people worked hard to bring this back. And you see, I kind of got gapped there, but Justin, he didn't hold on too long on that attack. I think he was hoping 1 or 2 would come up, and maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so back to Grupo Compacto, and everything's going to roll for a while. Wow, check out Gabe here, guys. Gabe is the man. T-shirt, cut-off shorts. He doesn't care about riding rules. He's on his gravel bike. He does not care. It's putting down amazing power, and managed a 3rd place tonight. Now watch this super smart riding by Gabe. Hank's trying to pull off here, and Gabe's just like, nah. And it kind of left me like, I was like, okay, well, I'll pull. But I wasn't pulling very hard. I was probably doing like 20 miles an hour here. It got that on my aero tuck, so you can't see my camera. But first time I got off the front here, on the front, not off, but on the front of the race, which I wasn't going to do. But at the same time, like if I'm going like 20 miles an hour, it doesn't matter. But anytime the speed gets low like this, that's a good time for someone to attack. You let the speed get too low, the peloton starts to slow down, somebody can slingshot around the back and just be gone. So you have to kind of watch out for that. So as a big guy, it's kind of hard not to get on the front sometimes. It doesn't make sense. If I'm the weakest rider, the fattest rider, and the least power, you'd think that, it would be like, why am I in the top 3 or 4 riders? It's because I tend to coast. Like I didn't really want to run the brakes, and I'd coast, and I ended up in front here. Now, Gabe just saw, he's kind of watching back, he's looking back. I think he expects Nico to attack, and there goes Nico again, and Gabe's on it. And Hank, he didn't have the punch there that Gabe did, but Gabe got a start, and then Gabe started being like, go, he's like giving me signals to chase him down, and there was no reason for me to chase him down here. I mean, I don't need to be chasing anybody down if I'm going to be the first guy dropped. But I get down in my aero tuck. I was feeling pretty good at this point. I chase him down. He's kind of let off the power, but wasn't too hard. And then I went around him. And what I needed to do at this point was either two things, I think. I needed to look around, see who was with me, just set up, relax. But instead, I decided like I would keep it going. I went around and I thought, okay, let's keep this thing going. Maybe me and, it didn't occur to me that the fact that I just dragged the whole field right back to Nico, and now I'm pulling the field for no reason whatsoever. Like, I'm pulling at 23 miles an hour or something here. And yeah, now I realize, hey, there's no reason for that. So I drifted to the back. I was the very back placing right here, 8th place. There's cars all over the place. We got a dude, an idiot, really, because you're not supposed to do this, parked on the side of the road feeding raccoons. This car stops. There's a car coming that stops, so pretty safe. We can pass through all this traffic. But still, it kind of slowed us down, and then it slowed us down at the worst point because we're at the base of the hill again, the 36-foot killer climb. And, at this point, I'm right on. It's fine. Everything's fine, And then, boom, somebody hit the gas hard up there. Somebody attacked on the hill. And, again, it's fine. I'm keeping in contact. No big deal. I don't want to overdo it and blow by everybody. But I'm not really getting on the wheel here, I'm too far back. And we go into this curve, and Justin's coasting, I'm coasting, and then around the corner, I should have been, look, they slammed it, and I should have been up there. I'm out of the draft now. I'm really not getting anything, and I'm down in my aero tuck position, and I'm not really catching on, and it's starting to hurt. And it's not really hurting my legs. I just don't have any go at this point, And I remember slowing down and thinking, well, wait, I should be able to catch back on, and speeding up. And then I'm like, no, I could have caught back on, I think. I mean, if I'd wanted to, I could have caught back on, but it didn't feel right. So I decided to pull the plug right here. So some point, I think on the 4th lap, Nico broke away. I think he did a lap on his own. They pulled turns and couldn't catch him. Ended up, Justin took the sprint for 2nd with Gabe 3rd. Big Dog AWOL said he was 4th. And so great ride. This was a ton of fun. I love the training. I love the challenge. I'm hoping that maybe next Thursday I'm feeling a little bit more get up and go, a little bit more energy. I'm going to drink some Red Bulls or something before. So see you next week.